Thanks for staying tuned. I'm Colin Abrams with the HGP Sportscast. New rules are set for the 6th annual Milo Schools Under-18 football tournament, which starts this weekend. Stanford Howard reports.
The tournament is being staged by the Milo brand in association with the Ministry of Health and Petra Organization. This year, the tournament is set to get more technical support from the Guyana Football Federation. The GFF Technical Support Director, Ian Greenwood, explained the support process.
We've done between then and now, every single school has been contacted and we've assigned a GFF coach to each school that's involved in the tournament. So these are coaches that work in our academy training centres, also coaches that have recently completed a D-licence course. So each school has access to a licensed coach. Moving forward, all of the schools will be subjected to technical visits as well.
The tournament has attracted 24 schools countrywide, and new rules will apply to this year's tournament.
Receive 2 yellow cards in separate matches. You miss the other match, we're gonna delete that rule. We won't implement that rule, but we're gonna be implementing a sin bin. I think most of you who played futsal would be aware of it. That is to say, if you receive a yellow card on the field of play, you will have to sit out a duration of time, 10% of the game that is 10% of the time that is left in the game. So let us say in the 80th minute, you would have received a yellow card. That player sit on the sideline for 8 minutes of the game. The team will have to play short.
In a press conference on Thursday at the National Library, Petra's representative Troy Mendonca expressed elation over the Public Health Ministry's involvement in the tournament.
Over the years, the Ministry of Public Health have been on board with us in an effort to highlight and stamp out violence against women. And this year is no different. They're with us.
The tournament is set to begin on the 27th of January at the Ministry of Education ground on Carifesta Avenue. Reporting for AGP Sportscast, I'm Stanford Howard.
Thank you, Stanford. Georgetown claims the 50-over title over Essequibo in the 2017-2018 Ghana Cricket Board Jaguars 50 Overs League. Here's more in this report.
Georgetown won the toss and decided to field on Wednesday at the National Stadium, Providence. Essequibo were off to a rocky start as the opening batsmen Kevon Budi and Iknath Basad were sent back to the Players' Pavilion for 4 and a duck respectively. Batsman number 3 Kemal Savory stood at his wicket and put up a fighting 32 before he was bowled out by Ramal Lewis. Kemo Paul also took to the crease and top scored with 39 runs, hitting 4 fours and 2 sixes. Ricardo Peters and Mark Williams contributed with 33 and 12 runs respectively, while the number 11 batsman Leo Ryan Ramlakan performed exceptionally, adding 21 runs before he was caught by Christopher Barnwell. Essequibo was bowled out for 192 in 38.3 overs. In reply, Georgetown captured the tournament with 3 wickets to spare. Christopher Barnwell top scored with an unbeaten 69 off 68 balls, hitting 7 fours and 1 six in the innings before he was caught by Kevon Budi. The Georgetown captain Leon Johnson also contributed 47, while Shenroy Barrington added 22 to the scoreboard. Bowling for Essequibo, Ricardo Adams and Kemo Paul picked up 2 wickets each for 45 and 41 runs. Akini Adams, Ricardo Peters and Iknath Basad picked up a wicket each also. Christopher Barnwell walked away with the most valuable player and man of the match trophies. Johnson commended his team for their brilliant performance and applauded the Essequibo team who put up a fight at the end of the competition. The Georgetown team walked away with a cash prize and trophy.
The Georgetown Cricket Association 2018 season is set to restart this weekend with matches in the 1st and 2nd Division competitions. On Saturday in the GISE Star Party Rentals Trophy Stall 1st Division 2-day tournament, Georgetown Cricket Club will host Demarara Cricket Club starting from 9:30 hours. In the Noble House Seafood 2nd Division 2-day, Ace Warriors will play GNIC at MYO from 10:30 hours. In the NBS 2nd Division 40 overs, DCC will face GYO at GYO. And on Sunday, Everest will take on TSC at GYO from 10:30 hours. India and South Africa are in fierce battle for honours in the 3rd Test in Johannesburg. Stanford has more.
The Indians restricted South Africa to a lead of 7 runs at the close of the first innings of the 3rd Test. 2 days of raw pace ended with a fall of 21 wickets in just under 160 overs. India's first innings score of 187 was not an easy target for the South Africans, who toiled for 65.5 overs to eke out a minuscule lead, mainly through the patience of Hasham Amlal, whose 61 from 121 balls was the only half-century for his team. The Indians ended day 2 on 49 for 1 after the fall of wicketkeeper Patrick Patel for 16. That's a lead of 42 runs going into the third day on a wicket that is still pace-friendly. Reporting for the AGP Sportscast, I'm Stanford Howard.
Thank you, Stanford. Denmark's Caroline Wozniacki overcame a late bout of nerves to beat unseeded Belgium Elise Martens to reach her first Australian Open final. Here's more.
The 27-year-old seeded second saw off the world number 37, 6-3, 7-6, and 7-2 in Melbourne. Wozniacki is through to her third major final and will face top-seeded Simona Halep. Wozniacki was 2 points from capping what would have been a hugely impressive serving performance and a relatively straightforward victory after 70 minutes. Breaks of serves in the fourth game of the first set and the fifth game of the second set had put the Dane firmly in control, and Martins had failed to make any impression. Twice a Grand Slam runner-up and having lost her only previous Melbourne semi-final after holding match point against Lena 7 years ago, it was no great surprise that closing of the match might still be a test for Wozniacki. The Dane had lost just 11 points on serving across 2 sets when she first tried to seal it 6-3, 5-4. The dominant Wozniacki returned and she capitalized on an early break, firing a backhand into the corner to set up match point and raising her arms in relief when Martins found the net.
And that has brought us to the end of this edition of the HGP Sportscast. Before we go, remember, adversity causes some men to break and others to break records. Goodbye.